Alright guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to actually inoculate the jars that we pressure cooked in the last video. Just like last time, a few things you're going to need before we start. So, of course, rubbing alcohol. Like I said last time, this is the 71% or 70%, I'm sorry, but you can also use the 91%, doesn't really matter. I have some alcohol pads so I can wipe off the tops of the jars. And then we're gonna need breathable tape to cover the holes when we, put them away and let them grow and everything. And then, of course, the most important thing is the spores. And you can get these online. I can actually just put a link in the description of the video showing you where to get them, but you can see this is the strain that I have right here. All right, and now I'm gonna go grab the jars for you guys. I'll be right back. And before we start, don't forget to sanitize. A little too much. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys what the jars actually look like after the pressure cooks. Yeah, pretty much looks the same. You might be able to see like a little bit of moisture inside the jar. And if there's water on top, don't worry about it. You can just dry it off and it's not a big deal. Yeah, so you just unwrap all 4 of your jars.
I can help it that I'm popular.
Alright, so yeah, like I said, there was a little water on top of the jar, so I'm just gonna wipe it off with an alcohol pad. Or alcohol wipe, I mean. To get some of the excess water off there. And to just make sure we're sterilizing it again. Do one more, because they're still a little dry, or a little wet. Alright, so now we're going to take our spores. And you don't have to sterilize the needle because these are already actually like pre-sterilized when you get them. But if you want, you can just wipe it down with some alcohol just to make sure to be thorough. And you're going to take, I'm trying to get the camera to focus. You're going to take the black part off right here. And slightly open the needle like this. And then screw it on top like that. And then voila. And you just take the top off. Alright, so yeah, and then like I said, this is already sterilized, so we're good to go from here on. And before you actually insert the spores into the jars, you want to shake it every time, just to make sure you get everything mixed around and evenly distributed in there. And we're gonna be inserting about, so this one actually is 12, sorry, still will not focus. Okay, there it is. So this one has 12 milliliters inside, and we're gonna do about 0.5 for each hole. So I'll show you. And yeah, make sure you're shaking it up as much as possible to distribute everything evenly. Like I said, honestly, you should do it every time after you insert. Alright. Now the first jar is done. And then you're just gonna repeat and do the same thing for the other 4. Alright guys, so if you saw that, my needle actually fell off of the syringe while I was doing this. So I'm just gonna pick it up and then sterilize it and then continue. So yeah, like I said, alcohol wipe, and then just wipe it down like that.
I can help it that I'm popular.
Honestly guys, I have a bad habit of putting more than 0.5 into each of these, so just make sure you're being careful. It doesn't really matter, but you're just wasting spores because you don't really need to put anything over 0.5 into each hole.
I can help it that I'm popular. I can help it that I'm popular.
All right, so after you've inoculated the jars with the spores, now we're gonna just tape the holes up and then put them up. So like I said, this is a tape I use. Some people use actually 2 layers of tape, but I don't know, I feel like this works just fine for me. And yeah, you're just gonna, I mean, you know, it's self-explanatory. You're just gonna cover all the holes with the tape, basically.
I can help it that I'm popular.
Alright guys, and once that's all done, literally all you're gonna do now is just take my phone off here. So, just gonna take them and put them somewhere away from the light. And yeah, if you guys see that, I'm actually making kefir in the background right here. But yeah, we just, for me, I use my cabinet right here. And then you're gonna wanna keep these, I usually do about 75 to 80 degrees. These are my grows from the last video. As you can see, they are growing a lot for some reason. I gotta figure out what's causing them to grow so inconsistently, because sometimes if I come back, you know, I'll only see like a little bit of growth like this, but these are like exploding the last few days, so I do a little more research and figure it out. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. I'll be also making a few videos showing where I get the syringes and some other helpful tips and stuff for growing shrooms. So make sure to keep a lookout and see you guys later.